Hey there folks, it's time for some groovy stuff. We're going to be doing some walking. This will be for rock and roll, country, blues, jazz, whatever you want to play. This covers it. Okay, so it goes from the beginning of time up until now. Your typical walking thing sounds like this. Okay, so with that, we can do jazz. Okay. Will I show you that? Yeah, maybe. I'll show you how you can do it, sure. All the way to typical rock and roll. Yes, that's a walking pattern. Okay, typical walking pattern. We'll do those. We'll do... We'll do... Yes, that's a walking pattern. If your mama don't dance, then we got like... and so on. And these are the reason that even bar chords even work. I'll show you how that happens in a minute. So stick around, got that and even more. I'm going to show you a lot of stuff. Okay, catch you in a sec. Okay, thanks for sticking around, appreciate it. I know some people ask every now and then, what's that guitar you're playing? Okay, just for fun, this thing is actually a Warmoth with G&L pickups in it. Okay, so it is Groovy. Okay, so that's what you got. Groovy X, love it. Anyway, so our walking stuff. Let's go right to the easiest part. It's actually covering the most amount of the neck, actually, instead of the open stuff. We'll get to that in a little bit because it's very important. So, in, let's say G, we're going to look at the low E string, of course, 3rd fret. And we're just going to be going from 3, 5, 7. What we're doing is we're staying on the dots, period. Okay, for now. We'll put the notes that go in between in a second. So 3, 5, 7, A string, 5, 7, and then the D string at 5. Okay, so a basic walk would be the G note, sliding from 5 up to 7, then the 5 and 7 on the A, and then the 5 on the D string, then backwards. Okay, so that's your basic walk. Go learn it, then come back. Okay? Yeah, things are going to go by fairly quick. Now, we're going to put a couple things in between the dots here. I'm going to go up to the 6th fret of the E string and hammer onto the 7th. So, your G twice, then the 6th fret, hammer onto 7. Now our typical 5 and 7 on the A. Okay. 5, 7, back to 5. Now we're going to go up to the 5 on the D that we've already played. Okay, I went up to 5, 7, 5. Now I went, which is again that same little hammer-on thing on the low E string from 6 to 7 to 5 on the A. back to G. So that's another walk. If we were to put a little something on it. Yes, that's the exact same lick. It's just got a little overdrive on it. Okay? Now let's put another note in here. Okay, that's a different note. We're going up to the 8th fret there on the A string. So we're doing that instead of the 5 on the D. Okay, with some hair on it. You don't have to do that thing in here. I'm just sticking it in because you'll need to know that at some point. Okay. Now the other one is going to be at the 8th fret as well, but on the D string. Okay. We're going to go 8, 7, 5. Okay. So let's just do this. Let's go up to 8, 7, 5. 8, 7, 5 on the A. Then 6, 5, 3. So 8, 7, 5 on the D. 8, 7, 5 on the A. 6, 5, 3 on the low E. Okay, so those are the notes that we can use throughout the entire thing here. Okay, so will I be teaching anything outside of those notes? No. So those would be all the notes. Okay, so those are it. There's not a walking pattern that I'm aware of that uses all of those in walking up. Coming backwards, yes. Backwards. Okay. Okay, whatever you want to come up with, but coming back, exactly that is used. Okay. Now let's take just a straight G bar chord. I'm going to go ahead and throw some hair on it. And I'm going to do the hammer on the low E from 6 to 7. Now from 5 to 7 on the A string. Okay. Now I told you that these things form a basic foundation for bar chords to begin with. Take a look at it. If we're playing like a power bar chord, we got 2 notes here on the 5th fret on the A and D string. There's one, there's the other one. And we're simply doing the low note, the one on the A, the one on the D string. So those are all of your push-off points. That's how you form your bar chord, is 3 of the notes within the walking thing. One of them, the other one. Okay, so let's do the walking. Okay, that was simply utilizing the 6-5-3. Okay, 6-5-3 on the low E. That's going to be an important thing because we're going to use it an octave higher. So that's going to be 8-7-5. Okay. Same thing on the A. Same thing on the low E, except for we're going to use the ones that we just did. Again, that's 6, 5, 3. Okay, so if we use that, okay, we already have something, and that's using strictly these walking things I've showed you already. Okay, and they work also when you go down to the A string chords. Everything is on the dots except for when we skip outside of the lines there. But you're looking at the dots. We got one that goes up to one outside the dots, and then another one that goes one outside the dot, and then one that plays in between the dots if we're in G. That one. And those are the only outside notes that we'll be playing. Okay, so in G, the one at the 6th fret is one of the outside notes. That's the 8th fret on the A. And the 8th fret on the D string. And of course that will change every time you move dots. Unless you're playing in a flat key, then you're playing between the dots. Okay, G sharp. But who wants to play there? So memorize the pattern. Okay, so we have that established. Let's go to an open key. Okay, let's do E. Get some clean sounds here. Turn off the delay. Okay, open now, and we're going to play between the dots. Okay, so open 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, open 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, open. Okay, as basic as it gets. Now we throw in the one note, the G, 3rd fret. Okay. That was simply doing what we did before, but we're doing it open. These are a lot easier. Okay, and we're playing between the frets, and our off notes or our outside the line notes will be on the dots. Okay, again, you're looking at open 2 and 4 for basically everything. And then we color outside the line at the 5th fret, 5th fret, and then 3. I missed my 3. Okay. 2, 3, open. Okay, so that's how you get that whole sound. There, I simply dropped down to the A string and did the exact same thing. So if we do that, So nothing has changed. It's just a matter of if you have distortion on, or if you're playing a chord with it, or what you're doing. Okay, if we do open E, 4, 2 on the A. Now if we do just what would be our outside line, the 5th fret on the A, that's a D note, so we can go ahead and just hit an open D string. Now all of a sudden we have now if we stay on opens and 2s and 4s, open 2, I'm sorry, open 4, 2 open, 4 2 open, that is a simple walk. Okay, nothing but. It's just a walk in the park. Okay, a minute ago I did Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. It was, let me turn the right thing on, there we go. Now this song uses the outside lines to color on. So we have 3 4, 2 4, 2. Now we have our 5s on the dots. 5 2, 5 2. Okay, so all these things that have seemed so cool are nothing but what started off being country or very early blues. Turn on my too many pedals. Simple things like that. That's where it all started. Bass players. Same thing. Amazing what a little pedal does, huh? But it's the same, it's not the same idea, it's the same thing. Just got a little bit of attitude and a little bit of a different phrasing on it, but the notes were identical and played in the same order. So that should tell you something. Music hasn't progressed a whole hell of a lot. It's some of this stuff that makes things cool. Something as far as play an A chord, but just the 2 strings, so you have something that is related to the video. So your A, and then the 2nd fret, because we have right there. Okay. And we have our 4 and the 5. If we change that with the 5, you notice the middle note is the 3. That's the one where right there. Okay, so this is all modeled after walking. It is walking. Nothing but. I said I might show you the jazz thing. It's not jazz, it's just these notes again. You play the notes, the same ones. And put an octave to them. So it's just that stupid. But we all have to think of the same things, playing between the dots and where these walking positions are. Okay? So even when you're doing... You're like, where did that come from? I showed that to you at the very, very, very beginning when I said in G that we would be going. So that was the same thing. In E, just the dot outside the line. Same thing. So it's just an octave below at the bottom. Just with always makes for a good ending of a song. Okay? I think so. Put a little bit of more hair on it. Again, it's just walking, and that's rock and roll. This is country. It's the same exact thing as what I just played before. No difference other than a distortion pedal. That's it. Okay? So walking. It's that easy. Do it on every chord, every fret. You have, even with a D chord. Okay, you can do it if you finagle yourself, because you're running into that B string that is so bitchy to us. So yeah, your pinky gets to do all the work when you switch way down there. So yeah, do everything on the E string and the A string, and then every chord you can come up with. Okay? And just because I'm playing them like this don't mean squat. It just means these are the notes that get you around with this stuff. Whatever, I'm just making crap up off the cuff. You're like, yeah, I know, I can tell. And same here. All that is just the simple. It was that again. Okay? So that's it, man. Walking, country, rock, blues, don't matter. That was simply walking. You're like, how is that one walking? That's the fourth fret. Okay? We're pulling it off just like the walk. Now we'll put a walk in. Again. It's everywhere, man. Pardon my slop today. It's been a long week. But anyway, there you go. Bunch of walking stuff. Hope you dug it. I'm going to get out of here and go to band rehearsal. I need it. You guys take care of your bad selves and happy walking. Herpy trails. Bye-bye.